Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everybody. Welcome live and direct from the Frank Beck Chevrolet Studio Annex. This is a Wednesday slash Thanksgiving Eve edition of the Time Out Overtime show, podcast, if you will, on the Time Out Overtime YouTube channel. I'm Rick Arsenal. You know the drill. If you've seen the show, or tell whoever's watching first initially, get down there in the corner and smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you very much. And let your friends know that the next subscriber to my podcast will be the winner. And as I say, if you're already a subscriber, you can tell them what they're going to win. Okay. All right. I was getting ready to do the show about an hour ago, I guess. And the breaking news came out by bits and pieces. It was initially reported by Ian Rappaport, the NFL Network, that the Frank Ragnow, 29-year-old center for the Detroit Lions, was coming out of retirement. See, today was the deadline day in the NFL. If you're in a scenario like Ragnow's, and you may announce your retirement as the season got underway, you had until today to change your mind and come back. Otherwise, you couldn't come back this year. He got in just under the wire. I don't know all the details. Rappaport, or is it Schefter reporting that he says he's in shape and ready to roll? Well, I guess that segues into another question. We'll get into that in just a minute. Let's get some other things out of the way here first. Michigan basketball is playing tonight, a 9:30 game out in Las Vegas against the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Apparently, the winner gets $1 million. The runner-up gets $500,000. Unbelievable the money that they're throwing around in college sports and pro sports right now. But yeah, I don't know who gets. What do they do? Split the pot on the $1 million? I don't know. But the winning team of this particular tournament will receive $1 million. I don't know if that's before or after taxes either. Anyway, Michigan playing tonight. They're ranked 7th. I think Gonzaga is ranked, 12th? Football, let's get into that literally in a few seconds from now. Basketball, Pistons just got underway, going for their 14th win in a row tonight in Boston against the Celtics. Celtics have been playing pretty good lately. A win tonight would give the Pistons the franchise all-time record for consecutive wins with 14. And it was almost 24 months ago almost to the date that the Pistons had lost their 14th straight game on the way to a record-setting 28 straight losses. Look where we are 24 months later, huh? Anyway, that game just got underway. Hockey, Red Wings, a couple hours from now, we'll take on the Nashville Predators at Little Caesars. As they always do, they have a Thanksgiving Eve game there. I don't know who's in goal tonight. I think Gibson is. You never know with him. Football. Well, let's before we do that, let's get our commercials out of the way. As you know, I'm very pleased to be able to welcome the Finish Line Family Restaurant to our family of sponsors here on Carlton Road in Hillsdale, directly across the street from Aeroswick Printing. Yeah, everybody knows where the Finish Line is. When you've been established here for more than 4 decades, all you have to do is say Finish Line. People know where that is. Boy, the new expanded hours, if you don't know, Monday, Thursday, and Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Of course, it won't be open tomorrow. And they're because it's Black Friday, they'll be closing at 3 on Black Friday. But other than that, holiday aside, Monday, Thursday, and Friday then from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. What can you say? I mean, the new menu items, they've got a Carl's Cajun chicken wrap a kicked up BLT on steroids, if you would. The all new Darcy burger. New daily specials coming soon. Homemade spinach and artichoke dip. Grilled cheeseburger with the brisket blended burger mix. It all sounds good. Can't wait to try all of this. What I have tried so far is really good. Good stuff. It's got, like I said, everything you want in a restaurant. Award-winning breakfast, which you can get all day, of course. Fast, friendly service, great family atmosphere. It's the place to go. You want a great home-style, home-cooked, down-home-cooked meal, be it breakfast, lunch, or dinner, whatever it is, or a great dessert, ice cream, whatever. Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale. Remember, when you dine at the Finish Line, you're always going to finish first. I can promise you that. I'll see you there. We're also brought to you in part by Frank Beck Chevrolet on M99 between Hillsdale and Jonesville. You don't have much time left because 0% financing is back at Frank Beck Chevrolet. And even better, no down payments, no payments until 2026. During the Chevy Red Tag Sale event, Beck's is offering 0% financing on their best-selling models. Get 0% financing on all the new 2026 Equinox, 0% financing on the new redesigned 2026 Trailblazer, and 0% financing on the 2026 Chevy Silverado light-duty pickup trucks. And with no, I'm getting so excited here, with 90-day deferrals for eligible customers. You make no down payments until 2026. And that's not all, folks. Bex is offering bonus cash of up to $1,750 on new Silverado light-duty and heavy-duty trucks. Pardon me. As always, see the dealer for complete details. Offers good through December the 1st. 0% financing, no down payments for 90 days, happening right now at Frank Beck Chevrolet at M99 between Hillsdale and Jonesville, or on the web at frankbeckchevy.com. To experience the Frank Beck difference. Chevrolet together, let's drive. Chevy Drive, Southern Michigan, and Frank Beck Chevrolet is the number one selling Chevrolet dealer in our immediate tri-state area. Let me wet the whistle here. We're also brought to you in part by Barron Insurance on the corner of M99 and US 12 in downtown Jonesville at 517-849-1000. That's BarrettINS.com. Barron Insurance, protecting your dreams. M99 and US 12 in downtown Jonesville. BarrettINS.com. 517-849-1000. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. Okay. Football, college football. Michigan State Spartans will play their final game of the season Saturday night at 7 o'clock at Ford Field against Maryland. And looking at the weather forecast for Saturday, it's not good. It's supposed to start snowing around noontime and then gradually accumulate through the day and the evening. Now, the Detroit area is calling for 3 to 5 inches. Our neck of the woods, I think, are saying maybe 1 to 3. It's not a perfect science, as you know, and they're seldom ever right in their forecast. You just never know. It's a coin toss. It's a roll the dice, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, aside from that, I think State is going to win Saturday. I really do. At least I'm hopeful they do. Avoid the dubious distinction of not having won a conference game all season. I like their chances. At least I'm hoping they do anyway. That's on FS1, I believe. Okay. The game, of course, the rivalry game is at noon Saturday on Fox. Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes from the Big House. Ohio State is anywhere from a 10.5 to 12.5 point favorite. But again, obviously they're playing outside, and weather forecast is lousy for Saturday. Windy, cold, snow throughout the game. Okay? A lot like it was 3 years ago, 4 years ago. They played in almost a blizzard, and Michigan pretty well had their way with the Buckeyes that day. I think whatever the weather is Saturday, I think it will be to Michigan's advantage. Uh, I would be surprised. I would not be totally shocked if Michigan were to win. I doubt that they will, but do they have a chance? Yes, they do. And I think the weather has a lot to do. The weather Saturday will be the great equalizer for this game. I really think it will. So, new Saturday on Fox. Look forward to that. As you know, we wouldn't be doing this without the expertise, technical expertise, if you will, and the patience of Tim Lindley at Quality PC in downtown Hillsdale. 37 Waldron Street, across the street from Fat Shack's Automotive. 517-610-5372. That's the only place around here, folks, to go for tech service. And they're right here. They are among us. We are so fortunate to have them here. Quality PC, downtown Hillsdale. The one and only place to go for tech service. We got them right here. Anything at all. Computers, new or used. Flat screen TV, mounting, programming setup. Perhaps you're changing internet providers or you're having internet for the first time and you need that installed. Printers, new or used, anything at all. Get in there and see them. Tim Lilly and his staff, folks, are more than capable of resolving any technical issues you have. 37 Waldron Street, downtown Hillsdale, 517-610-5372. Get in there and see them at 37 Waldron Street. And when you do, you tell them me and Mickey sent you. I'm a little late getting on today because I was just getting ready to, I was preparing to do this. And the news broke. I believe Ian Rappaport of the NFL Network broke the news, right about 3 o'clock or so, maybe a little after. Detroit Lions former center, Frank Ragnow, is no longer former. That's right, he's coming back. He's returning. He had till today. Today was the deadline day. In a situation like Ragnow had, if you announce your retirement at the beginning of training camp or before the season starts, you've got until today, November the 26th, if you want to change your mind and come back. Otherwise, you're done for the year. He got in just under the wire. He says he's in shape and ready to roll, but it's one thing to be in condition. It's another thing to be in football shape. I think he needs a good solid 2 weeks of practice and banging into somebody else across the line from him before he's ready to play. He might say he's ready now, but let's look at the next 2 games after tomorrow. You've got the Dallas, on the December the 4th. That's a week from tomorrow. And then Sunday, December the 14th at LA. Might be a reach to have him play then, but the following Sunday, December the 21st, the Sunday before Christmas, it's a 4:25 game here against the Steelers. I think it's pretty sure thing that he'd be available for that game. So that means he'd be back for 3 more games? Steelers, Vikings, Bears. And then, of course, the playoffs. So it'd be interesting. He obviously ain't going to play tomorrow, but I think he's got a shot to play next Thursday night against Dallas, albeit a small one, a small chance. I think the best case scenario for him would probably be December the 14th in LA. Apparently, ever since he announced retirement, the Lions have maintained a correspondence with him and his representatives. And I don't know until Frank comes out and has some sort of a press conference or something, which could be, I don't know, Friday morning. But the fact that the Lions are playing tomorrow, they might not get back to work in earnest until next Monday or Sunday. So, and then I'm sure he'll have some kind of a press conference when he gets back that discuss what motivated him to come back and stay in shape. And I don't know. I don't know. You got to speculate if this means the injury to Graham Glasgow is more serious than what we would think it may be right now, and he may be done for the year. That's a possibility too. This will all play out in the next few days anyway. The task at hand right now, the task at hand is beating the Packers tomorrow. The Lions are 2.5-point favorites. I don't know. I've been back and forth on this game, back and forth. I'll wake up thinking the Lions are going to win. A couple hours later, changing my mind, thinking that Green Bay will win. Look, it's almost a must win for both teams. It's almost a must win for both teams. If the Lions win, the Bears lose on Friday in Philly, the Lions will be back at first. If they lose, their chances of making the playoffs are drastically diminished. Not good. No. Anyway, must win for both teams. If you're asking me to make a prediction, I think the Lions win. I'm not going to give you a score. I just think that somehow they manage to win tomorrow. Okay, I can't imagine Dan Campbell losing twice in 1 year to the Matt LaFleur. I can't see that. Anyway, that's going to do it. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Don't eat too much turkey tomorrow. I will be back on Friday to recap all three games that transpired tomorrow night. You've got the Lions and Packers at 1, Chiefs and Cowboys at 4:30, and then I believe at 8:20 you've got the Bengals and the Ravens. So that's your schedule for tomorrow. Okay. Go Lions. Glad to have Frank back. Too bad he hadn't been here all year, but I think eventually too, if you want to look at it, Miles Frazier is close to coming back too. He is a rookie. He hadn't played one snap in the NFL, so he's not going to step right in and do a yeoman task. But he might be better than what they've got right now. Abusik has been a big disappointment at left guard. He really has. So, anyway, we'll hash all this out on Friday. We'll talk to you again. Don't forget Saturday morning when we will be doing a show, timeout show, on WCSR 92.1 FM from 9 to 10. So, yeah, that's good to go too. So anyway, like I said, I wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I can't thank you enough. Remember to tell your friends that a subscriber will be the winner. Remember to treat each other with respect too. So until Friday, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Have yourselves a good holiday.